Greetings and welcome back to room 303 in our chats with Emily as we are calling our readings through the poetry of Emily Dickinson. We are in the Johnson edition and we turn down to poem 587, Empty My Heart of Thee. This word thee will come up 4 times in this poem. We have no idea who the thee of this poem is. However, scholars have pointed out, like Judith Farr, that this is probably another what we call master poem. Emily had some man in her life who she gave tremendous loyalty and respect to, and in fact called that individual master. Judith Farr has pointed out that of the 1,775 poems of Emily Dickinson, 132 of them are what she references as master poem. We've already had 77 by her count so far that we have studied. You'll remember number 16 was the first of those we studied. 577 was the last one we studied before we come to this poem. Obviously, we don't know who this master is. This is what any number of Emily scholars have tried to figure out. What exactly is it that is going on? Now, let's point out really quickly that this is our assumption is that we have tried to at least provide some basic information about Emily in a set of introductory comments. Our assumption is that you've shared that information at LearnStrong.net. Also, our hope is that you've worked through the previous 586 poems. We just finished with 586 we talked as girls to. Now, I want you to pay attention in this poem to the hyperbole. And I also want you to pay attention to the repetition of thee in this poem. Empty my heart of thee. Its single artery begin and leave thee out. Simply extinction's date. Much billow hath the sea, one Baltic they. Subtract thyself in play, and not enough of me is left to put away. Myself meant thee. Erase the root, no tree. Thee, then, no me. The heavens stripped, eternity's vast pocket picked. Now, it is an amazing poem in regards to her fidelity, her loyalty to whoever the thee of this poem is. Also, her capacity to say, I am nothing without you, in such a poetic way. Empty my heart of thee. Again, I would be empty without you. Its single artery, and again, we're together, if you will, the unity. Begin and leave thee out. Simply extinction's date. I would be dead without you, she says. Now again, who is she talking to? We do not know. Many have loved this poem though, because it speaks to what a true love poem must say. In other words, I'm pretty much not much without you. The only thing I've got is what I've got with you. We are two that become one, and that is a powerful thing love is. She says, much billow hath the sea, one Baltic they. We are united. Subtract thyself in play. I told you guys about her use of this word play in 74 poems. She says, and not enough of me is left to put away. And then she'll say it with the quotation marks around myself. Myself, notice quotation marks, meant thee. An all-consuming kind of love, right? Erase the root, and then as if it's not enough. Erase the root, no tree. Thee, now, again, the rhyming between thee and tree is brilliant, right? Then, no me. And again, use of dashes here. It's quite remarkable how you will decide to read this poem for yourself. The heavens, now we're back to the heaven of the previous poem of 586. The heavens stripped, eternity's vast pocket picked. Now, this is brilliant. The idea that God could take you away, and that would be the worst imaginable pickpocket of all time. What are we going to say about a poem like this at 2a? I think her argument is, if you are truly in love, it's awfully hard to live without that one. Especially because, of course, she's playing around with an ancient idea from Plato's Symposium that the souls are severed at birth, and they long to be reunited. And once that happens, one is completed by the other. To be without that other obviously is a problem. At 2b, I love the rhyme of thee and tree and the repetition of thee. At 3a, I can't help but read a poem like this and think about John Donne's Valediction Forbidding Mourning, where he makes a very similar argument. We've given full lectures at LearnStrong.net. And of course, all of the other master poems come to mind as well. Finally, at 3b, who in your life, to own a poem like this, who in your life do you feel this strongly about? And do you think that it is true? This is what the soul longs for more than anything. Thank you.